Hello VC, Roger here, back with another video. This one in the series I've been doing about my top 10 for the year, for each year. And this is 1974. I've heard some other people make the comments about this that 74 was kind of a hard year. There was a couple that I thought were just going to be slam dunks, and I put them in there. And then actually the one I had for my number one pick, found out it was issued only in the UK in 1974. It wasn't released in the US until 1975. So you'll see that one on my 1975 list. So anyway, for 1974, some of these are borderline. Some of them y'all won't like at all, but hey, every one of them are records that I've spun and listened to and just enjoyed at one point in my life. They are pretty varied in style, and they are, as I've mentioned before, from my collection. This is not just something I know there's better ones out there. It's just these are the ones I have, so this is what I'm going with. We're going to start it off with my number 10 slot. Oh, and before I get that far, I have reorganized these and put them in different orders, I bet 8 times now, and I still could very easily go in and reshuffle these and put them in a different order and still be happy. So this is the order they were in last time I wrote it down, and I said I'm not changing it again. So this is it. I'm going with the order I wrote them down last time, and see what you think about them. But number 10, be a surprise to a lot of people, but Olivia Newton-John. If You Love Me, Let Me Know. This is the initial release. There are 2 copies. I do have both copies. The first one had the misprint of the song I Honestly Love You, which was actually listed as I Love You, I Honestly Love You, and that's the version this one is here. But I didn't realize it until I got to reading up on this one. This is actually a comp of her records, of her first 3. The only new song on here is If You Love Me, Let Me Know. I did not realize that. But when this came out, I heard this on the radio, and I was always singing it, and my mom and dad allowed me to go buy this because they liked it as well. And I'll listen the hound out of this record. And good mellow country rock. I think it was hit more on the country side. It did have, like I said, I Honestly Love You, which was Olivia Newton-John's first number 1 hit in the U.S. It does have some other great songs on here, though. Has one that I did not realize it either till looking at it. A song called Mary Skeffington, which is actually written by Jerry Rafferty, or Gary Rafferty, from Baker Street fame. But he wrote that one. She did a cover of it. Country Girl's a good one. Free the People, I like that one. That's a good song. The River's Too Wide, I like that one. Home Ain't Home Anymore is a good one. She does a cover of the Beach Boys' God Only Knows on this, but you can see the song list. But good record. Really, I recommend it. Most people know Olivia Newton-John from Grease and Physical and all of those, and which were good, but that's where she got her start, is on the countryside. Number 9, Ted Nugent and Amboy Dukes, Tooth, Fang, and Claw. I've stated before that I'm a big Ted Nugent fan. Love his music. Great guitarist. This album has my favorite song of his on it, Great White Buffalo. The funny thing about that was the Great White Buffalo was originally came to be He was tuning up his guitar one day in the recording studio, and he hit some lick on there, and the bass player heard it and said, "Hey, what's that you're playing?" And Ted said, "Ah, it's just playing around, tuning up my guitar." He goes, "Well, play it again." And Ted kept trying, and never could get it back the way he did it that first time. And so they just kind of forgot about it. Later on in the recording sessions, he was tuning up his guitar again and started playing it again. The bass player said, "That's it. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep playing it." And so Ted kept going with it. The bass player jumped in with it and started playing along, and they liked what they heard. So they started rolling tape, started recording it, and he made up the lines, the words to the song as they were playing, as they were going along. It was made up on the fly there. So, and it's kind of crazy considering it's my favorite song of his too. But it does have Hibernation, Sasha, which was a song to his daughter. I think it was his daughter. Lady Luck, Living in the Woods, No Holds Barred, Free Flight, Great White Buffalo. Does a cover of Chuck Berry's Maybelline. So, anyway, Ted Nugent, I listen to this one a lot too. So, number 8. Great singer-songwriter, Gordon Lightfoot, Sundown. Love this record. Played it and have played it once I've received it. I haven't had it but just a couple of years. But man, I have really enjoyed it and glad I have it. Great songs on here. This album was his 10th. Went platinum. And it was his first number 1 in the U.S. It has the big hit Sundown on it, of course. Where? Seven Island Suite is another great one I like on here. High and Dry is pretty good. Carefree Highway, great hit as well. Anyway, Gordon Lightfoot, if you like that singer-songwriter folk kind of sound, which I do, Gordon Lightfoot, Mr. Canada himself. Great record. Number 7. I just finished watching I can't even speak. Just finished watching Steve Carlson's 1974 picks that he had. My number 7 was his number 1. Bachman Turner Overdrive, Not Fragile. Great record. Great record. Randy Bachman, Rob Bachman. I've got my note down here somewhere. Blair Thornton comes in on this one and takes over for the other Bachman brother, Tim Bachman. Tim Bachman left, and Blair Thornton came in on this one. And great record. Just, it very easily could be ranked higher, but I had to get it in here anyway. Roll On Down the Highway, great song. You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, of course everybody knows that one. Sledgehammer, Blue Moanin', Secondhand, Give It All Away, all great songs. Good. Very good. Great record. Bachman Turner Overdrive. That was number 7. Yes, number 6. Steely Dan, Pretzel Logic. Another great record. This was Steely Dan's 3rd. If you see me looking over here, I've got notes down I'm trying to look at. This was their 3rd studio album. It did go gold. It was the last album they did as a touring band. After this, the band as a whole, for the most part, kind of broke up, and that's when they, Donald Fagen and Walter Becker kind of took over and ran with it and became more of a studio band after this record. But great record. Ricky Don't Lose That Number is the big one on here, real big. They do a cover of Duke Ellington's East St. Louis Toodle-Doo, Pretzel Logic with a Gun, Charlie Freak, all just, there's a song list maybe, you can see it, didn't get it on there right. But everybody knows Steely Dan and the great work they did. Number 5. Some people won't agree with this one at all, but at least being in the top 5. But I played the heck out of this record. Queen, Sheer Heart Attack. A lot of people don't like this one of Queen. They like a bunch of their other ones, but they, for some reason, this one does not get the attention and the love but that I think it deserves. I think it's a great record. Probably the second record I think I ever owned of Queen after Night at the Opera. This was the second one I picked up, and just great. I like it all the way through. Brighton Rock, Killer Queen, Tenement Funster, Flick of the Wrist, Lily of the Valley, Now I'm Here, In the Lap of the Gods, Stone Cold Crazy, Dear Friends, Misfire, Bring Back That Leroy Brown. All great. In the Lap of the Gods. Just great record. Their third one, it did go gold in the U.S. Peaked at number 12. Killer Queen was the first song to hit the top 20 in the U.S., reaching number 12 as well. Get my notes down here. Stone Cold Crazy, early live song. Oh yeah, it was early. It was not meant to be recorded, and was early when they played a lot, but it was not recorded until this album. And it's the only one, when they did start to do the album, they could not remember which of the band members wrote the song, and so they all of them shared the credit for it. So anyway, Queen, Sheer Heart Attack, just good rockin' record in my opinion. Now another change of pace. Number 4, y'all know I like this lady, Linda Ronstadt, Heart Like a Wheel. Her 5th solo album, and it was her last on Capitol. But spent 4 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard charts, 50 weeks in all on the album charts. Just a bunch of great records on here. Cover of You're No Good that Buddy Holly and them did, Buddy Holly and the Crickets. It Doesn't Matter Anymore. No, that's the Buddy Holly. You're No Good. Who's saying You're No Good? I think I've got that on here. Oh well, y'all know who it is. Faithless Love was a J.D. Souther song. Dark End of the Street, Heart Like a Wheel. She did a lot. That was an Anna McCargill song. She did a lot with Anna McCargill. Everly Brothers song, When Will I Be Loved, which she had a big hit with. Willin' by Lowell George of Little Feat. And then, of course, Hank Williams, I Can't Help It If I'm Still in Love with You. All great songs. She just did a masterful job on them. Linda Ronstadt. Number 3. Leonard Skinner, Second Helping. I don't know what to say about this. This was the second album of theirs I ever owned, and have enjoyed the heck out of it. has the big hit Sweet Home Alabama, I Need You, Don't Ask Me No Questions, the Ballad of Curtis Lowe, Swamp Music, Call Me the Breeze, which in my opinion is one of their best songs. I don't think it gets enough credit. Then their drug, Ode to Drugs, The Needle in the Spoon. But a great record. This was the last one with drummer Bob Burns. After this record, he leaves, and Artemis Powell comes in. But great record. Y'all all know this. Not much surprise there. Good old Southern rock. And y'all knew I'd have to slip this one in here. Number 2, Eagles on the Border. Love this one. Third LP, peaked at number 17, went double platinum. Had the band's first number 1 single with Best of My Love. But has some other great songs on here. Already Gone. On the Border itself, which the band hated. They did not like that song at all, but I thought it was a great song. James Dean, which was written with the help of Jackson Browne and J.D. Souther. Old 55, Good Day in Hell. Good Day in Hell, supposedly, according to Don Henley, was Glenn Frey's tribute to Graham Parsons after he passed away. They determined, for some reason, he determined that was a good song for Graham Parsons. Good tribute to him. Good Day in Hell. And the song My Man is another tribute to Graham Parsons by his fellow Burrito Brother bandmate Bernie Leadon. So Bernie did a tribute to him on My Man. And then, of course, it ends with The Best of My Love, which great album. I like it. Like I've said before, any of their first 3-4 albums, I could take any day and pick either one of them would be my top. From day to day, that would change. And number 1, which was originally my number 2, but it was tough putting it at number 2 originally. So now it definitely deserves its number 1 spot. Bad Company. I heard this record and the song Bad Company, and I just fell in love with this band. Can't Get Enough of Your Love's on here. Rock Steady. Ready for Love. Let's see, Bad Company. Moving On. Just all great rock and roll, in your mouth, in your face rock and roll songs. You can tell it's well played. It's been used and abused, but I still love it. Still play it a lot. Went number 1 on the Billboard charts. It's 5-time platinum. All those songs I mentioned, staples on the classic rock channels. Just very good. The song Ready for Love, which I did not realize this, was originally recorded by guitarist Mike Rouse when he was with Mott the Hoople. And they did a cover of it on the original of it on the album All the Young Dudes, which I did not realize that. So I'm going to have to go back and pull that out and listen to it to see what I think about that version of it. But anyway, Bad Company, number 1 for 1974 on my list. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Like I said, this is of my albums. I know there's some better ones out there. I just don't have them. But of my albums, these are it. And this one probably would have been my top anyway. So, because like I said, I've played this one a lot. So, anyway, that's it for 1974. I've already started looking at and listening to some of mine for 1975, and we'll be coming out with that one in a few weeks probably. But anyway, till next time, keep them spinning, and y'all have a good one.